Ah, there we go. Hey everyone, Nexus58 here. And oh wait, actually, maybe I should do something about this because I feel like since I'm recording these in bulk, this might be a little loud for you guys. The game audio. I don't know. I'm stupid, but things work. Um, I don't remember what happened last time. Maybe we should check this. Um, um. Oh, what? Click. Click. How did I get 5 points? Anyways, I think this is almost immediately after Paul from Continue spilled ice cream all over us, and then we sat at the table with them. I don't know. This is a day later. This is Tuesday now. And also, just want to say, hype for Sun and Moon. All that information coming out today. Freaking insane, guys. And my voice is bleh, but I will say this. I already know who I'm going with for Sun and Moon. Gotta get that burb. Burb. This time I knew I wouldn't get lost. Oh no, wait, this is immediately after the Asagao fashion show. Oh dear. Mine and I arrived. Oh, this is loud for me. I'm sorry, guys. Mine and I arrived at Poppy Hall the next morning. It immediately became clear something changed. Posters drenched in nausea-inducing neon colors flashed around the lockers. Several students gathered to take a look. Oh gosh. We walked over to one of the walls to get a better look. Is that Jared? When Maya didn't respond, I turned to look at her. The expression on her face told me that her mind wandered somewhere that would have made a calm girl blush. Hello? Hello? My, you're drooling. That seemed to jolt her out of her fancy. She lifted a sleeve to wipe away the drip water channel. I am not. What are these posters for? Well, last year Jared went on a fashion show. Looks like he's doing it again this year. Oh, weird. I didn't know Jared was in fashion. I shrugged. He's not. Or someone who's not in fashion show. That's like if someone who's terrible at doing YouTube commentaries made a Let's Play on a dating simulator. Let's move on. I waited for some type of clarification.
He's so cute!
One time in biology, I took off his sweater and his shirt got kind of stuck between and pulled up, and I swear he had like 20 abs. I'm gonna Google on my phone if that's possible. Because I don't think that's possible. Give me a second, guys. Can you have 20 abs? No, abs. Not abs. The future. Can you have 20 abs? No, you cannot. I don't know why I wasted your time with that, but let's continue. I waited in vain.
Good morning.
Hello, ladies. Oh no. Maya and I whipped around. There stood Jared in all his glittering, magnificent glory. Maya's face turned a blushing pink. I like this music. Better than the hallway chatter. I'll tell you that much. Look at the posters, he's sparkling. most beautiful guy in school. I see you're admiring my totally sweet posters. I mean, yeah, they're really something, Jared. I like your abs. Oh, poor Mai. Too quick with her words for her own good. With a sudden soul-crushing realization of what she said, her expression twisted into a mixture of horror and disgust. Jared was amazed.
Hana?
Thanks, but Hana, it was actually you I wanted to speak to. Why would you want to talk to me? Oh, yeah, okay, what's up? Jared looked expectantly at Mai. She didn't move. Realizing she was in trouble, I nudged her with my elbow as subtly as I could.
Hey!
Mai, would you go and get me a soda? I'm really thirsty. Oh, I'm sure. Oh, someone knows. Okay, that was a terrible joke. Without a word, Mai scuttled away. Jared turned back to me, cool glint in his eye. He seemed used to the effect he had on women.
Well,
I wanted to talk to you about the fashion show, actually. You're new here and all, so you probably don't know. But every year I like to put on a little fashion show to showcase my modeling skills.
What?
Wait, what? You know, just to make sure people don't forget what I'm capable. He reached into his pocket and pulled out a stack of glossy photos and thrust them into my hands. I stared down at them in awe. Jesus. Alright, you know, I'm taking a photo of that with my phone. I don't care. This is hilarious. I've lived through them, starting to notice a pattern. Yeah, the 80 chance. As you can tell, my beauty is something that simply can't go to waste. I like to hold fashion show here at Asagao Academy to ensure everyone gets this their yearly dose of pro Jared. I flipped to the last photo. Heat shot up my neck and into my eyes. Surely this was some kind of joke. I shoved the stack of photos back at him, wiping my sweaty palms against my skirt. What does this have to do with... that might have been a touch. Wait, no. Jared, as smooth as ever, simply smiled.
You're perfect.
I think you have potential, Hana. He suddenly leaned in close to me. So close, in fact, that I could smell his cologne. A musky, sweet aroma of earthy scents and... ham? I mean, sure, why not, I guess. Potential for what exactly? Jared shifted his mouth so close to my ear I could feel its heat. For greatness. I don't know how that came up. I guess for greatness. He reached into his shirt pocket and retrieved a small slip of paper. With quivering hands, I accepted it.
All right.
My card, my number's on the bottom. If you're ever interested, I could teach you a thing or two about them. I stared down at the card in my hand, feeling that if I looked away, it would disappear. By the time I gathered the courage to face him again, Jared was gone. Feeling quite dizzy, I headed for class. The business card strangled to death with my white-knuckled hand. By the time I got through the milling students and to the classroom, Mai was sitting at her desk, face down and completely still. Never got us the soda. I took my seat and twisted around to poke the dejected Mai-shaped heap. She didn't budge.
Hey!
Mai, Mai! I heard a muffled groan of despair.
I can't believe this.
I'm such a social disaster. No, you're not.
Hey,
Oh,
finish my book.
look who joined us finally. Yeah, so we got
Okay, so what happened?
we got Pro Jared's number, but only for modeling advice. And Mai made a fool of herself. No.
Wait, what did she do?
She was telling us about the time that he pulled up his shirt in science and his sweatshirt, and his shirt got caught to it, and she saw that he had 20 abs, which I googled is not possible. And then she just said, "I like your abs," and yeah. I tried to sound comforting, but I was never good at this sort of thing. I finally lifted her head from her desk. What's that? She motioned to the business card that was still in my hand. I set it in front of her. I praised it for a long minute with a blank face, as if I set a rare artifact in front of her that she didn't actually believe was real. Oh, hi. Then her eyebrows pulled together. He gave you his number?! I wasn't expecting that. You weren't expecting that either. I did not. Well, yeah, sort of. I mean, not really. He said I should call him if I want to. Teach me how to model like him. It was embarrassing to even say the word.
Words.
It was embarrassing to even say, and the words felt awkward in my mouth. The moment I said them out loud, I wish I could grab them back and swallow them. I expected Mai to give me a once-over before making an off-the-cuff comment about how I wasn't nearly pretty enough to be a model, but she didn't.
Yeah!
She totally wants to get with you. Well, if we've learned anything from Mai, it's either offhanded comments that are, unintentionally mean, or just probably stating the obvious. This is probably the second one. Her tone was so matter-of-fact I gaped. What? No, he doesn't. Why would you say that?
Bingo.
Okay, Hana, I've taken enough sex ed classes to know when a guy fully wants you, and Jared, fully wants you. Oh, man. Writing. I'm, staring you both down over there. Writing. I'm not talking about you, subscribers. Mortified, I snatched the business card back off her desk and shoved it into my jacket pocket, turning away. My cheeks felt like they were on fire. I broke down in laughter! I apologize for any blood-curdling screams. By now the classroom was filled with students. They chatted amongst themselves, but the white noise of their conversation wasn't loud enough to drown Mai out. Out of the corner of my eye, I could see John and PPG seated in their desks at the back of the classroom. I'm talking serious grabby hands at the back of his dad's Camaro here. You were gonna make babies with approach. I can't do this. Oh, I'm taking pictures of the dialogue now. It's just that good. It's just that good. Little glittering Jared babies. It's beautiful. No, I'm not. You're totally crazy. I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, Hana. She doesn't know you don't know what she's talking about.
After we wrap it up.
Go on. Miss Shizuka, like some kind of angel, cleared her throat at the front of the class. I exhaled.
He's a hooker.
I exhaled gratefully and sunk down in my seat. When class finally ended, I headed for the cafeteria. The incident forgotten in her hurried attempt to explain Miss Shizuka's scandalous last relationship.
What a jerk!
Seriously, he spent all his time trying to choose between her and some dead chick who only liked him because he looked like her ex-boyfriend. I mean, who does that? We got our food and hesitated in the middle of the room, looking at the normal table. Neither of us wanted to go over to the man's seat, a seat, especially after wiggling our way in the day before. What if they changed their minds? But Satch, noticing us standing like lost lambs in the middle of the room, waved us over.
Hey, girl.
Ah, the voice clip. Hey, girl, how's Clemens? Oh, you know, normal. Ah! That was a terrible pun, Mana. Feel proud of yourself. Satch nodded and turned away, having been talking to Josh. That was awkward. Despite how familiar they treated me, I still don't know how to talk to him. Or anyone. I looked across the table and locked eyes with Yuji, who stared at me like I was a baby German shepherd. You...
All right.
Cookies!
What?
Oh, sick.
You brought us cookies! You're the best, Gerard. Paul sprang out of his chair and tackled Gerard.
Huh?
Whoa, calm down. There's more than enough cookies to go around. Gerard started passing the cookies around the table and paused. You're back again? He looked at Maya and me. I tried to ignore the disappointment on his face.
Well,
Here. He handed us each a cookie and then headed back across the cafeteria. I stared at the small chocolate chips melting in the warm cup. He did not want us here, but he was so nice yesterday. I didn't even want to eat the cookie. Not if he was going to be as two-faced as that. Hey! Watch where you're walking next time! A sheepish Gerard stood next to a short, skinny boy who was holding his tray above his head. I'm sorry, I'll be more careful. Oh, you're from Normal Boots. But you're the guy who plays with itty-bitty kitties, aren't you? The boy sneered. How the hell did you manage to get in with a group like that?
huh?
They're my friends. Being with those stupid girls, you're an embarrassment. Plays with a thing called
Short boy.
He was a guy. The kid's friends were hitting his shoulders, looking for me. No, fuck.
Can't say.
Out of here. You're not supposed to say more.
Why?
You weren't here at the beginning.
Oh,
I like what I like.
I think they're fun. Whatever. The kid was led off by his friends. Gerard came back and sat down at the table. That was weird. Gerard sat down and began happily munching on his cookie, looking for all the world like he didn't even care about what just happened. I scanned the cafeteria for the boy who heckled him and found him sitting alone at the table, head in his hands. His friends left him behind. Oh! What was that about? Oh, that? I used to get it all the time. I collect itty-bitty kitty figurines. You know, that kid's show with the 5 kittens who live in Kitten Town? They were originally supposed to have magic powers, but whatever.
what's that a reference to?
My Little Pony, probably. He's a brawny. It's brawny. I collect their figurines. They're so cute. You know, Mickey. I almost got them all. I'm only missing Princess Pumpernickel. She's the rarest. But why was that guy making fun of you? Doesn't it bother you? I was afraid of bringing up bad feelings, but Gerard shook his head. It looks kind of weird, right? A teenage boy collecting toys meant for little girls.
Uh-huh.
But I like them, so it doesn't bother me. So I don't let it bother me. Sorry I didn't bring enough cookies the first time, Hana. I forgot that you were joining us again, but I'm glad you're here. I bit my lip. See, Hana, he was being nice the whole time, and here you were jumping to conclusions. Hey, your cookie will get cold if you don't eat it. I unwrapped a cookie. A sense of chocolate and cinnamon hit me. I broke off a piece and popped it in my mouth. Gerard whispered something into Nick's ear, who started laughing so hard milk came out of his nose. Was he really okay with people making fun of him? I couldn't believe it. I didn't believe it. At my old school, people made fun of me every day. It was hell. There was no way he could just brush it off like that. Not when I tried so hard to do the same. But as I finished the cookie and started on my ramen, and Gerard continued to laugh with the rest of the normal boots, I wonder whether it was impossible as I always thought.
Anna?
Can you pass me some pepper? Gerard, I'm Jared. I got it! Here, Jared! Thirst. Thanks. What's your name again? It's Mai.
Nice.
Thanks, Mai. Thirst. The thirst was denied.
Hana!
Well, Hana, ready to head back? Huh? Oh, yeah. Did Mai look sad? Or did I imagine it? No, you didn't.
Why is she sad?
Because you didn't remember her name. We threw our trays on the racks and headed out of the cafeteria. As we waved to the normal boots and Gerard cheerily waved back, a sudden pang hit my stomach. Was it guilt? After class ended that day, Maya said she had volleyball practice and sped off. Thankfully, this time I knew where I was going, so I headed straight back and collapsed on my bed. Sounds like me. It was nice to have some time to myself after everything that happened. I felt like I was going crazy. I could use some relaxation. I didn't have a computer or a TV, and the book Satch gave me was really good. Sometimes it got a bit hard to read. Instead, I took out my phone and started flipping through the App Store. Hello. What are you doing? Did a recording. Nothing really looked good. Alright, everyone, I'm back. I'm sorry, I did a magic trick. Wait, what was this? I sat up. No.
Self-voicing disabled.
Dumbidoom's Revenge. Face off against 3 other players as you catch monsters, raise them, and use their unique skills to aid you on your puzzle-solving quest. Only you can save Metaworld from its ignorant king and utter destruction. Now with a single-player campaign. Raise crops to feed your monsters. If you're lucky, they'll transform into cute girls. What the hell? It looked so stupid. But it couldn't hurt to give it a try. I downloaded and started up the game. Welcome to Dumbidoom's Revenge. Also, by the way, if you guys are wondering, Dumbidoom is the name of a Pokemon from Pro Jared's Nuzlocke. I think it was, Psyduck. Maybe. I could be wrong. I skipped the intro sequence and quickly hit single player. Loading. The load times were terrible. Suddenly, a cartoonish hilly valley met my eyes, heading over to a white castle nestled next to a cliff. A lazy king lay asleep on a throne when a squat silver soldier ran into the room. King Dumbidoom, quickly! We're under attack! Oh, just send the first battalion off, please. I'm rather tired. The knight left and the screen faded to a world map showing a horde of black blobs on the right side of the screen. A small group of knights ran up against the blobs and were instantly devoured. One of the black blobs spit out a helmet with a skull inside. What the hell is this game? Things continued in this way. It was the same thing on this battalion was haphazardly until no one was there. Then the king awoke in his chair and turned to the screen. You! Me? Only you can save my kingdom. Please. I don't think I can save your kingdom. You're the one menacing it. How dare you? What the hell? Could this thing hear me? You're no longer my advisor. Go back to your home village and let me deal with this myself. A tiny sprite with brown hair flew across the world map, bouncing into a bunch of red houses. I guess my only choice is to raise an army of monsters myself. Overthrow the king, then raise an army to fight the oncoming Dumbidoom. I think you're probably just sitting here like, how the hell did you come to that conclusion? Finally, I was allowed to play the actual game. A dozen multicolored blocks appear on the screen. The monsters I was initially given hit their corresponding colors and couldn't activate any traps. Supposedly, more monsters could eventually learn how to set traps, and you could do certain combos to hit your opposing team. If you had an attractive girl on your team, she could use them to some stuff. But that had a drawback for you too, and could be used as an asset by the opponent. Not to mention that certain color combinations between girls and monsters activated unique secret abilities, and that you could also evolve your monsters and feed them things. How the heck am I supposed to remember all of this? I know how you feel, Hana. I've played App Store games too. I failed the first few times, but quickly got the hang of it. It was all about being adaptable and maintaining a flexible strategy after all. My eyes started to hurt and I looked at the time. 8 o'clock? It'd been 4 hours? I had reading to do. I grabbed my textbook, flicked my radio on, and began to read. There have been many tales of time when the moon has fallen on other planets. Nikki, listen to this. This is a reference. The most popular of these being the myth of Termina. However, these myths have never been proven to be more than a hallucination. My eyes blurred over my astronomy textbook, and I yawned. Bless you. The Strubert piece floating from my radio made me want to go to sleep, and I toyed with the idea of going to class without finishing my reading. Who cared how many times the moon was supposed to fall, especially when time travel was involved? Majora's Mask. Hana! I burst through the door, flung herself across the room, and grabbed my radio. Hana, holy shit! Kicks the door down. Hana, holy crap!
Hey!
Hey, where have you been? What are you doing? Give me a second, we're missing it. There we go. But I swear that dog was the living worst. That's why you need a bird, like my lovely Jacques. Watch your tongue. What is this? Shh.
Hey.
So the time has come to make an official announcement. This year, just like every other year, the Normal Boots Club will be participating in the video game tournament.
Yeah.
Woohoo! Yay! As PPG applauded as though he were a crowd of 30 people, I shot a puzzled glance at Mai. I hope you guys will support us again this year, and best of luck to our competitors. You guys are going down! And now for some music. I turned down the radio and sighed. Okay, what did you want? What was that? PB&J. It's PBG and John's radio show. They have a radio show? What do they do on it? Oh, you know, they talk and stuff. And play music sometimes. Everyone in school listens to it. I'm so glad you brought your radio. I forgot mine at home. And a video game tournament? Yeah, did you hear them talking about it the other day? No. come to think of it, I hadn't paid much attention to their conversations. I was too busy worrying about myself.
Uh-huh.
Every year they have a game tournament down at Higginbottom Mall. Lots of people come to compete, but everybody knows the real fight is between the Normal Boots Club and the Hidden Block Club. Is that what they do? Video game tournaments? Yeah, that's why nobody's ever joined them since their inception. Well, I guess they're a group of friends who just happen to make a club together. But also, unless you're really talented, you just try. Ouch. Not all of them are so harsh, but some of them, well, I glanced away. I felt like I knew who she was talking about. That's too bad. The conversation I had before with Jimmy and Caddy came to mind. Had they really thought I was joining the Normal Boots Club? There was no way. I hadn't played a video game since I was a kid. My father gave me a 4DS when I left home, but it lets you see into the future! I'm sorry. Hold on. The night before I left home for Asagao, Dad came to visit me in the room. I picked the few things I owned into a briefcase in a single cardboard box, set to be shipped with the train. I sat and stared at the box, somewhat bitter. Barely even needed it. I didn't know much. Oh no! Yeah, Dad? My father stood in front of me, a weary smile on his face. Even though he tried to hide it, I could see by the deep wrinkles around his eyes and forehead that he was tired. Sad. The past few years had taken their toll on him, and I hadn't eased things. You will be leaving tomorrow. Yeah. A heavy silence hung between us, filling my childhood bedroom like styrofoam. Are you excited? Yeah, I am. He nodded and glanced around my room. The pale blue walls, the broken clock above my old desk, the scuff marks around the door frame from where I ran into it as a kid, meaning that I ran into the door frame with my forehead. I lived in this house almost my whole life, ever since moving after kindergarten, everything I knew. But now it was too much for me. The decision to transfer to Asagao didn't come lightly. First, it was a prestigious institute with a highly prized reputation. Only the best of the best, touting either great grades, impressive talent, lots of money could get in. I was none of these things, but I made it in regardless. Part of me suspected that I was a charity case. I received a small scholarship, and it would no doubt look good for the academy to have fostered a poverty-stricken child in its walls. And despite the fact my father couldn't afford it even with the scholarship, he guaranteed he'd support me if I went. I looked again at the wrinkles in his face, at his sagging shoulders. He pressed his hands against his body to hide the way they shook. All for me. He'd be all alone. I'm glad you're going. I think this'll be good for you. Yeah. I wish I could say something else, but... Well, honey, just in case you get homesick, I brought a present for you. A present? From his pocket, my dad produced a shining pink Nintendo 4DS and placed it into my hands. Nintendo. Nintendo? For you. But why? How? Dad, this costs so much. You're already killing yourself to let me go. Why would you? Tears spilled from my eyes as my dad smiled. Nothing is too good for you, my dear Hana. His voice was trembling. You're my pride and joy. You deserve so much better than you've gotten from me. Dad, go to Asagao. Have fun. Make a lot of friends, and when you get homesick, you play with that. Oh, make do. I stood up and hugged him, burying my face in his scratchy sweater and oatmeal smell. I'll miss you. I'll miss you, my little Hana. But the thing is, he forgot to give me a cartridge to play with. Now I glanced at the machine, hidden behind my desk lamp. I watched me carefully.
Well,
You never know what could happen. What? What do you mean? Mai giggled. Nothing at all. But I just got back, so I've got work to do. Work! Right. PBG and I still had that project due, and we hadn't met to discuss it at all. He said that he had it under control, but I should probably make a backup plan just in case. It wasn't that I didn't trust him, it was just that... Okay, I didn't trust him. PBG.
Wait, why doesn't she trust them?
The project, he said he hated schoolwork and that he had everything under control. And then he just started playing soccer. I sighed. I worked a kink out of my shoulder. I worked a kink out of my shoulder. It looked like it would be a long night. What was that noise? Stop it. Please. Ugh, I'm coming. Who on earth would do this so early? So early in the morning, in fact, it wasn't even light out. I quietly patted her. Nope. I quietly patted over the door. Mai shifted in her bed.
what?
What? It's about time.
Who the hell is that?
Remember Josh from Continue? No, stay here. This is Nikki. This part gets amazingly good. Get over here. Who? Oh, honey. She pushed past me and swept into the room, flipping on the lights. Flipping on the light switch. Paul and Nick followed after. Hana, I feel just terrible for ruining your uniform. Sincerely, we owe you an apology and a clean uniform. I'm not so good at that kind of thing, so I brought a friend to help me. Josh pulled open my drawer and tossed out clothes I left. No, he's wearing a wig. Oh my god, stop! This is my underwear! What's wrong with you? I ran to him and grabbed his arm, trying to pull him away. These panties are so cute. They're perfect for you. Mickey, hold on. Come on. Come on. It gets better. It gets even better. Get away from there! Sorry. Where's your uniform? I ducked below Josh and pulled open a drawer, pulling out the sticky fabric. Here, take it! I threw it at Josh's face, but he caught it with ease. This is no problem, I promise. I'll have this clean in no time. Girls? He snapped. Follow me. Paul, Nick, and Josh swept from my room, but they didn't head towards the hall exit. Instead, they turned left, heading deeper into the dormitory. I didn't have a good feeling about this. I stepped into my slippers and ran into the hallway just in time to see the door to the girls' bathroom close. Oh no! What are you doing here? I sprinted to the bathroom door, but before I could get in there, Paul and Nick slammed into the wall across from the door. Men like you're the worst. Whoa! No, this was all a misunderstanding, please. I'm sure it was. No, Mimi, it really was. Wait a second, where's the other, person who was with them? She's doing something with a uniform in the sink. Mimi tossed her head with a sniff and headed back into the bathroom. She actually thinks Josh is a girl? She wouldn't be the first. Josh himself believes he's a girl. That wig is magical. Well, stay out of the girls' bathroom. It's not exactly going to help your platform if word gets around that you're a pervert. A shadow fell over Paul's face. I sighed. Don't worry, I'll talk to Mimi. Go back to the boys' dorm.
All right.
Thank you so much, Hana. Yeah. I watched them scamper away, then headed into the bathroom. Hey, Joshulina! You and I should probably get going. I ran to the corner and found him doing Mimi's hair. Did I tell you this would get even better? In a second, Hana. I've just got to finish this. Hana, have you met Joshulina? She's so good with hair. And look, she even got the stain out of the shirt. Mimi held up my uniform. Really? Thank goodness. Thank you so much. It's no problem, honey. I guess I'll let you finish. Mimi, you won't tell anyone about Paul and Nick coming to the bathroom, will you? Why wouldn't I? Well, as class representatives, they were just trying to help Joshulina get her bearings, and they were showing her where the bathroom was. I should have been the one to show her, but I was asleep and they didn't want to wake me up. Oh, well, I guess it's fine then. Thank you. I stood staring at them, unsure of what to do next. Do you mind? I need to concentrate to finish this. Oh, I'm sorry. I went back to my room. Life at Asagao never got easier, did it? Mai was still asleep when I got back. There was no way I was going back to bed, so I changed my uniform, grabbed my bag, and went to class early. My plan was to get started on the project Miss Shizuka gave us. As sincere as PPG was, I wasn't quite sure he'd hold up his end. I stepped into the classroom and went to my seat, throwing my bag against my desk. A small snap came from across the room. Jane was at the desk, giving me a look. Do you mind? I'm trying to work. Oh, I'm sorry. What? Step off the What? I looked at the door. It was too late to leave, but I didn't want to be stuck by myself with a guy who clearly hated me. I sat down at my desk and looked at my hands. It's the quietest place I can find in the mornings.
Really?
Really? Not the library? Shane shook his head. I'll see. I'll try not to bother you. He shook his head again. You're fine. Do whatever. It'd be awkward if I just sat there like that. So, what are you working on? Shane looked at me for a moment. I thought he wasn't going to answer. Then he waved me over. I crossed the room to his desk and looked over his shoulder. Several sheets of paper with lightly sketched outlines lay in front of him. It looked like they were for comics? You draw comics? Yeah. What about? He shrugged. Whatever. He said it with a touch of finality, so I skipped to another topic. You mind if I ask where you're from? Shane gave a heavy sigh. Did you not tell by my accent? I'm from England. This is my second year. Oh. He continued to draw, etching in the lines of a British flag above what looked to be a government building. You miss it? He finished shading a line before responding. I guess. My whole family is there. You're by yourself? Why did you come here? Class will start soon. Don't you have something to work on? Ouch. Taking the hint, I went back to my desk. Suddenly the door slammed open.
It's PPG.
Hey.
Hey, look, we got here early. Wonderful. Oh, Hana, Shane, looks like just the four of us. We should start some trouble.
Four? Probably.
Trouble? Let's play an egg on Miss Shizuka's chair, eh? I bet you think it was hilarious.
No.
Oh, come on. I bet I could find an exploding bird or two to dive bomb us during class. Birdemic! Birdemic. Birdemic.
No.
No. I bet you could probably bake her a cake. Filled with knives!
Really?
The heck is wrong with you? Shane was more than an ocean away from his family and friends. I was only 2 hours away from my dad. I missed him so much. Was Shane homesick at all?
He's dead.
Soon other students filled the room, and Mai joined me at my desk, asking her what the fuck. I filled her in on the situation. She had a good laugh, but as the clock ticked close to class time, I felt like something was missing. Eventually, I realized what it was. PBG wasn't in class yet. The bell rang. Miss Shizuka came in, and class begun, but he was still nowhere to be found. What was he? The real problem that causes grinding to be necessary in RPGs, if you ask me, is that the whole system is flawed.
Wait, is she a video game teacher or is she
Yes.
teaching actual stuff?
They learn about how to do Fire Emblem later. Is
I
that
wanna
the
go to school.
whole system is flawed. Miss Shizuka's on a tangent. She must have gotten stood up. Class was nearly over, and PBJ still hadn't shown. I was worried, but no one else seemed to care. That kid always misses class. Still, what if he was sick? Why didn't anyone care? The sound of the bell, Miss Shizuka jumped. Oh, well, turn it into a 2-page reflection on why the human species as a whole has the emotional range of a teaspoon. Due tomorrow.
What?
She definitely got stood up.
Um,
Miss Shizuka? I stood up and dashed to her desk. Yes, Hana? PPG wasn't in class today, and I can take his notes to him if you need. Oh, Hana, you're a godsend. Miss Shizuka's eyes watered. She leaned over her desk and pulled me into a hug. It's wonderful to see our youth have hope. Hana. She pulled away and stared me in the eyes. Don't give up on love. You're young. If PPG is the one you want, you have my blessing. Here, take these papers. She shoved the handouts from today's class in my hand and gathered her things. Bless your heart.
I like her.
She left the room crying. Ah, poor thing. She must have really liked this one. Does this happen often? Often enough. So you're taking that to PPG? Yeah. But now that I think of it, I don't know his room number. 402.
What?
How? It's next to Jared's room, so of course I'd notice him leaving in the mornings. Ah. I've got tryouts, so I won't be able to go with you. Good luck, though. I'm sure he'll be happy to see you. I told you I don't think he feels that way. Before I could say anything more, she left the room. 100, 401, 402. Here it is. I paused in front of his door, my heart in my throat. I suddenly felt horribly stupid about bringing this to him. It wasn't like he would even look at it. He said himself that he hated school. If he was dying in there. John went to the drama club. He wouldn't be back for a few hours. Just sucking it up, I knocked on the door. Who is it? It's Hana. I brought the notes from... The door swung open before I could finish my sentence. PBG beamed down at me.
Hana.
I like his...
Hana, hi.
Hey!
Hi. Come in. Thanks. Down there. Down there. Look down there. It's an SNES. It's literally just .com. I stepped into a messy room. Posters lined the walls, and small Harvest Moon plushies were piled on top of the beds, which I assumed to be PPGs.
Pokemon Sun, Moon, and Moon.
No, it's Harvest Moon.
No, Pokemon Sun, Moon, and Moon.
I know. I already brought up Pokemon Sun and Moon. But Harvest Moon. TV was in the center of the room. Kirby twinkled happily from the pause menu. Kirby. It's Kirby.
Oh, Kirby.
You were playing games? Huh? Oh yeah. PPG closed the door behind me. I didn't feel like going to class today, so I thought I'd stay in and do some work. Work? And spacebar. Work with me? Well, we have a tournament coming up, so this kinda counts. I brought you stuff we went over in class. Oh, thank you. He took the papers out of my hand and set them on a desk next to a small stack of manga.
I like them.
I'm glad you're feeling well. You were worried that I was sick? Sorry. But that's adorable, so I'm kinda happy about it.
What?
What? You wanna hang out? We have to work on our project at some point anyways, right? Well, didn't really have anything else planned. Great! He plopped into a beanbag and slapped a pillow down next to him. You wanna play? No, I'm not too good at games. I think I'll just watch. Okay then. He unpaused the game. Kirby sprinted across the screen, shooting fireballs from his mouth. What? PPG, he probably had fire. PPG and I didn't talk much. Instead, I commentated on the game and laughed at him when he died.
Nah.
It's us. For I knew the sun was setting and I had to leave. You're welcome back anytime. Actually, we're having a Stomping Sisters tournament in 2 days. Come if you want. Stop. Asshole.
Really?
Really? Sure.
See ya.
Awesome, it'll be at noon in this room. See you there. I left the dorm and stepped out into the fading sunlight. The air was warm and filled with the smell of freshly cut grass. Couldn't put my finger on it, but something about being around PPG was comforting.
You're going for PPG first, right?
Shaking my head, I went back to the dorms. Please get your feet off my fucking thing. Maybe, possibly, you know.
Hey. That's what happens when you rush me.
Yeah, but maybe you should stop. Hey, Mai, how did try? Hana, close your eyes. Don't move. I've got a knife. Before I could flip on the light switch, something warm collided with me and my eyes were covered. What's going on? Stop squirming. You'll ruin it. Ruin what? Just follow my lead, okay? Mai guided me through the room, telling me where to step. Down. She put her hands on my back and folded me in half, inching me into something that felt like it had a roof. Almost done. What exactly is going on?
Yay!
And ta-da! I gasped. Yeah, pillow fort. Mai, what's this? What does it look like to you? It's a pillow fort. I've been looking forward to this for ages. Tryouts already happened and I made the team easy. I left early because I wanted to set this up for you. For me? Well, for us. Curse.
Is it bad that I shipped them? Or then I shipped her?
It's okay. You have the same mentality of Pro Jared's wife.
What?
She said practically the same thing.
Oh.
They were saying, please let there be a way to date Mai. You've been such a good friend to me, Hana. I'm so glad we got to be roommates. I wanted to do something for you to make me... I wanted to do something for you to make you feel more at home. I've seen how panicky you can be around school. I didn't know what happened in your life, but Asagao is your fresh start, right? You've got me, and you've got the school, and normal boots, too. If you're up for it, this can be your new life. You don't ever have to look back. And now is when we can play! Mai.
Yeah!
Yes, I knew it. I totally knew you were going to cry.
Perfection.
I guess this means I was successful. Ah, Mai, you did it again. Mai! I slammed her into a hug. Whoa, be careful, you don't want to break it. This took me forever. I was bullied at my old school. That's why I came here. And it was only because my dad gave up everything to afford it. I thought you wouldn't like me, and I have a hard time trusting people. But if you wanted to, I think we could be best friends.
Oh, no.
Oh god, now I'm going to cry!
Yay!
Yes, let's be friends. I'm so happy. Me too. Together, we're unstoppable. I'll say, let's hook you and